Hey, what's up, YouTube? First, before we get started, I want to give a disclaimer. This video is for informational, entertainment, and educational purposes only. It's intended to educate and inform the viewing audience. Please understand everyone's circumstance and individual situation may be different. It's up to the individual watching this video to do his or her own research. And if you need to seek a professional consultant, please do so. Seek out a competent professional for legal or any other matters of that nature. And with that being said, I'm going to get started. This video, welcome to Dorsey's Resource. I want this to be a book review. I want to go over several books. I want to show that you can purchase out here. A lot of people say with this a topic about the Illuminati, it's been a hot topic. They've asked a lot of people in the entertainment industry with different media organizations what their views are, and people frankly I think don't really truly understand it and don't know where to look. So I'm going to show you what books you can go purchase and that will provide education for you into who the Illuminati really are, how they operate, its connections to Freemasonry, and also the elite families that are bloodline. And you'll understand down the line once you start studying that you can't actually join the Illuminati. You can only be really initiated or elevated, and you'll start to get that as you delve more into it. I've been researching this for a while. I'm an alternative historian. I'm a forensic researcher, and that's what I love to do. And that's why this topic interests me, just like it's intriguing to a lot of people out there who have questions and want to know. But really, the Illuminati, a lot of the families, just to go over, of course, the children and people, they inherit wealth from their parents that have seized major industries going back centuries ago, dealing with banking, finance, oil, diamonds, minerals, all sorts of resources, and actually the original, some of the original Illuminati members are come from aristocratic aristocracy, meaning they are royalty. That's how you can also tell that these are the true Illuminati members that are part of big conglomerate bloodlines that spread apart years ago. When you study monarchy, dealing with history historically, and you delve deep into that, you'll know that you just can't join the Illuminati like a lot of people think. I've heard rumors out there that Kanye West, people have accused him, or Jay-Z. Yeah, at a certain level, they're at a particular level, because you have to understand the record labels are controlled by the distribution companies, which are higher corporations at the very top, which control the distribution companies and I mean the record labels and things, the subsidiaries below it. It's like basically a pecking order, or like a ranking system, just like you would have in the military. You start off E1, E2, then you have different ranks, corporal, sergeant, and commander, general. Just to throw some names out there, that's how the pecking order basically works. And if you want to know why some people have the last names or share some of these same names, you have lower level family members who are part of the Illuminati, which they're used as like as a backup. And but first, I want to go over the actual books. One of the first books I recommend that you purchase is called Bloodlines of the Illuminati by Fritz Springmeier. He's the author of this book. He's a highly educated. David Icke, another researcher, has his historian, has used his material. Here's what David Icke looks like. Some of you all out there may be familiar. This is one of his books I recommend, Children of the Matrix. Very excellent book that delves into how these people actually operate and who they are specifically, because it'll clear up a lot of the urban legends and myths and rumors that are floating around and stuff like that, that you can obviously tell some people will be seeing these books for the first time, and some people out there are already aware. And both of the books I just showed can be purchased at Amazon.com. And then this book, Bloodlines of the Illuminati, can be purchased at Infowars.com. You know, Alex Jones' website with his wonderful staff and his reporters that work for Infowars. They do a very excellent job in trying to get the information out here. And David Icke's book, I believe you can also purchase from davidicke.com. He has a website as well. Another excellent book that I recommend is Jesse Ventura's book. If you know the story behind Jesse Ventura, he was a former governor of Minnesota. He was also a Navy SEAL, and he was a wrestler in the WWF back in the day. I remember as a little boy watching Hulk Hogan, the Macho Man, and those people. And Jesse, I love his show. He had a wonderful hit show on True TV called Conspiracy Theory that exposed a lot. But this book, what I like, gets into the documents that are declassified by the government. Yes, the government declassifies information. They also classify information, but not everything is classified. If it serves me correctly, this book is based upon the documents and material that's been discovered, I guess, by leakers out there. And I don't know if they keep the specific documents at the Library of Congress, that after so many years they release them and they go public. And then sometimes, in some cases, they reclassify information. So for all those debunkers out there, people try to say, oh, you're just spewing conspiracy theory, this stuff is not true, or where do you get the information from? Well, this book is evidence that a lot of people don't understand. When you go into the military, they will brief you on things that they don't discuss with the general public, and they'll tell you that that's classified. So Jesse Ventura also went on the show The View, the ladies show, Whoopi Goldberg and some of the other women. I think Barbara Walters used to be on 2020. She's been on there as one of the hosts and guests. And he was on there before, along with even Alex Jones at one time. You can look the videos up on YouTube. So this is a very excellent book. I recommend. I haven't finished reading this book either, but I use this as a blueprint to prove evidence that this information is not conspiracy theory. These are books and literature out there that you can purchase, contrary to popular belief, with many people may not actually be aware of. So just keep that in mind. Also, I have here, I'm holding Professor Griff's book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. This is an excellent book. I met Professor Griff personally at Northland Mall, which historically, Southfield, Michigan, which is the first mall to ever be built historically. I met Griff back at, I think, around 2012, somewhere around that particular time period. So he's also been on Alex Jones' show as a guest. If you look up on YouTube, he goes over excellent material in here covering hip hop. I haven't finished this book either, but I have skimmed through it as a researcher. And I do know in one area in here, he goes over, talks about how they assign police officers or agents to monitor the hip hoppers and entertainers, or people. They had actual police squad, hip hop police squad. So that gets deep into some of the myths behind why they killed Tupac and Biggie, which I believe that was done by the government. I don't know all the details. That was both of them were professional hits, but I believe that was an inside job. The Illuminati, the Freemasons, people, they killed Tupac and Biggie. They wanted to create the false East-West Coast rivalry. When you study up on that, and there's videos you can watch on YouTube that's public information, that's not conspiracy theory, but they actually had people coming out. An investigator went and interviewed different people, but I can obviously tell that was an inside job. So once again, Professor Griff's book, Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop, excellent book. I don't know if it's still on Infowars.com, but I know you can also purchase it on Amazon.com. I saw, and just randomly, you know, you can probably look up online. I don't know if they sell it on eBay, but I do know Amazon.com carried it, and Alex Jones' website, Infowars, carried it. I don't know if they still do, so don't quote me on it. So you have to do your own research. Another book I like, I've had this for a while, is by Tex Mars. And hold it up closer to the camera to show you. This is what Tex looks like. This is a excellent book, Codex Magica. What I like in this book, it not only has documentation, but it shows the photos of the specific sign languages and things that the Masons or the secret societies out there use for people who don't understand the symbolism. And many people have not studied their true history because they don't really teach the true history in the schools like they should for people to connect the dots. Every so many years, it's watered down the information, so people don't really understand that and connecting these dots. Like I hear years ago, it was mandatory that they taught Latin in the high schools and things, so people would understand like where this English language that we speak, where it derives out of as well. There's a whole history behind that, and what I like about this book text shows the actual some of the photos of the artifacts, the symbols, even entertainers, famous people doing the hand signals, even people within the Christian church who are agents out there. And unfortunately, yes, you do. They have infiltrated religion, and not just Christianity. I'm not trying to pick on Christianity. For those, I grew up in the church myself. Also, Islam, the imams and different people at the mosque and things. Some of those people, not all, could be potential agents. I'll probably say that for another video. This video is mainly a book review, where to find the information, how to look for and research this material so it can help educate you and you can formulate a better understanding. And also, going back to Fritz Springmeier's book, he also, it's talked about in here how they infiltrated the churches too. And what I like about Tex Marr's website, he has an archive where he goes over when you recognize the specific symbolisms and you're able to connect the dots, it'll show you how the Illuminati has infiltrated many of these organizations and how they control these organizations. Just for example, like many people are not aware, the Ku Klux Klan was started by 33rd degree Freemason Albert Pike. The Watchtower Society, known as the Jehovah Witnesses, based headquartered in New York, was started by Charles Taze Russell. He was also a Freemason. And in order to understand all of this, you need to get these books. David Icke also covers that. I have two of his other books. I'll probably show in my, if I do a part 2 book review, and he helps you connect these dots, how they've infiltrated every organization that you can think of. And also, there's a magazine that's U.S. News and World Report Collector's Edition. A friend of mine told me about this book. I picked this up some time ago, where it talks about, shows some of the secret societies, the Masons, religious cult, Scientology, the Mafia. On the cover, as you can see, Skull and Bones and more. This is excellent with helping you connect the dots and to prove that this information is public information that is out here. So this is not hidden. This is not conspiracy theory. A lot of people try to call David Icke crazy years ago, but he helped uncover a lot of information. And what people don't know, David Icke is a very intelligent man. He was an average person like many of us. I heard he was a soccer champion. So he accomplished a lot, just as well as Jesse Ventura. And that has major props in my book. When I found that out, I said, wow. And I saw some of his lectures online. But when you have a reference like this magazine to go along with what I've already studied, because I've researched this for a while, so my skill set and knowledge in it is going to go more in depth. But when you get this material, when you look these books up, and based on your income level, when you're able to purchase this material and literature, it will help uncover many things that you may not have understood or questions that you may have. Also, another book a friend of mine pointed out is this book, Time Magazine, called Secret Societies, Decoding the Myths and Facts of History and Mysterious Organizations. So once again, to prove this is public knowledge, this was in a grocery store. Me and a friend of mine were shopping, and he pointed this out to me. And I just want to say it touches over similar things as this book does. So it's like they kind of cross-reference each other and go hand in hand. So it's good to get information from different sources, because as a researcher, and for doing forensic research and investigations into this type of world, which they also call the occult mysticism, which a lot of people don't understand. The word occult is a Latin word for hidden. It means secret, but it has ties to different subjects, various subjects that you may study. But these books are an excellent reference dealing with who the secret societies are to give you an understanding who the Illuminati is and how they operate. So it's important to know. And if you're looking for other information that's relevant in our society, Alex Jones has a excellent magazine he started some time ago called the InfoWars. This was these are old. This is from let's see here, July of 2013, dealing with the spying on here. This is the one from June 2013, dealing with the Bilderberg group. This magazine was from May 2013, and this one was from April 2013. Now, don't know if screen went out for a second. This minor thing, but this was the first magazine that I purchased, and from InfoWars, I also gave this out to some people as literature, to show how I really care, especially my main circle of friends that who are informed, some people that I know already, because I'm not the only one who knows this information. Many people are waking up to the truth, so don't be afraid out there. For people, I don't really mean to get religious, but it says in the scripture that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind, and that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. And we should live by these scriptures and things. And if remember that, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, but I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod, thy staff, thy comfort me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. So I just want to stop and close right here. I just wanted to give viewers out there a quick review of, there is literature out there you can purchase. I'll probably may do a part 2 to this series down the line. Please don't forget to like my video, comment, rate, and subscribe. And this is Dorsey's Resource. And until next time, take care. Peace.